Are you ready to save loads and loads of money on your loads of laundry this year? If so, stick around because I am going to show you how I save loads of money every year by making my own laundry soap. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rachel. This is my channel, Are You Ready To? I make a lot of thrifting and secondhand shopping videos. Thrifting and secondhand shopping, I feel, fall under the money saving category. So I don't think this is too off brand, so to speak, for me to show you how I make my own laundry soap. So as I was getting ready to make my 10 gallons of laundry soap, yes, you heard me correctly, I make 10 gallons at a time using one 14.1 ounce bar of Zote laundry soap. Yes, 10 gallons at a time. I may have lost some of you right there. You may be thinking, I can't store 10 gallons of laundry soap at any given time. I do not have the storage space for that. That's okay. You can make it 1 or 2 or 3 gallons at a time. You choose. I'm going to show you how to do that too. But anyway, I was getting ready to make my laundry soap and I thought, I love to save money. I'm sure you love to save money too. Why not bring you along? So here we are in my little makeshift kitchen laundry soap set, and let's get started. I would like to first show you the supplies that you need in order to make your laundry soap. Obviously, it's a bar of Zote laundry soap. This, like I said before, is 14.1 ounces. You need that to make your 10 gallons at a time. Also, I would start saving way in advance all your old laundry detergent jugs. They work perfect to store your laundry soap that you make. They have the measuring cup in the lid. They also have a nice wide mouth for when you're pouring your Zotes in there and you're mixing it all up, or your Zote, I should say, and mixing it all up. Do not save these giant jugs, and let me tell you why. You have to give everything a good shake before you pour it into your measuring cup and then into your washing machine. So this is just too heavy for me to shake thoroughly because it does kind of separate as it's sitting and as you're storing it. So the laundry soap does separate. Don't use big, huge storage containers like this. You want to get yourself some juice jugs or gallon jugs like this, or like I said before, other laundry detergent jugs. Ask your friends and family, tell them to not recycle their laundry detergent containers, to save them and bring them over to you, and then maybe you can give them a gallon or two as a thank you. So, what are some items that you definitely need? You definitely need a grater of some sort. Thrift tip for you, you could pick yourself up a grater at your local thrift store for next to nothing. This is a, I would say, vintage food grater here, and I use this for my Zote soap only. I don't like to use this then on food. I keep all of my laundry soap making supplies in one place. I don't then use it on any of my food at all. I also have a big 5-gallon bucket. I have a lid that goes along with this, which you'll see later in the video. And I use this for mixing my 10 gallons at a time. And I got this giant paddle spoon at a restaurant store. This was very inexpensive and it works perfectly because it reaches all the way to the bottom of my 5-gallon bucket. Now, no, I do not use 2 5-gallon buckets because this soap is so concentrated that then you cut water into this amount. So if you're using a 1-gallon jug, you're only using a half a gallon of your concentrate from your 5-gallon bucket, and then another half a gallon of water. So yes, you cut water into this 2 times. That's how concentrated it is. You also need a funnel. You definitely need a funnel. It's so convenient. You can even use a little bigger of a funnel than this because honestly, sometimes I think I need to grab a bigger funnel. I never remember to, but this works just fine. And you need a measuring cup of some sort. I also got this at a restaurant store. It's a 1 quart measuring cup. You need this because when you're cutting your detergent, you need to make sure you have the right measurements. I mean, generally the right measurements. And not all those laundry detergent containers behind me are exactly a gallon. So this is super helpful. And that's about it. You need some water. That's about it. Now that we know what we need to mix up our laundry soap, I have to tell you, before I mix it up, this box, this is an 8-count box of laundry soap behind me. I got it at Costco for $5.97. So that means this batch of laundry soap is going to come out to 8 cents a gallon. I mean, think of the savings there. I have a 6-person family, so I'm doing a lot of laundry. I could easily do a couple loads of laundry a day with sports and work and all the things. So what a savings. Let's get started on making the soap. The first question you may have, and which might make you kind of hesitant to give this recipe a try, is, does this soap actually work? I asked myself the same question. I was a little nervous giving it a try, but I thought, what a little investment. If it works, great. I save a ton of money. If not, I just try something else. I can't speak to any other laundry soap bars that you then turn into detergent, but I can speak to Zote laundry soap. I've only ever used the pink soap, and I've been using it for almost 4 years. My laundry is clean. My laundry is fresh. I even use it as a spot treatment directly on stains, and it gets most of my stains out of my laundry. I absolutely love this product. It has saved me so much money over the years. As you can see, I cut my 14.1 ounce bar of Zote soap in half, then made my markings to cut each half into 5 almost equal parts, ending up with 10 small bars of soap to make the detergent 1 gallon at a time. It's not an exact science. Just do your best to try to cut it into 10 equal parts. Making your laundry detergent 1 gallon at a time does take a little planning because after you mix it with your water, it needs about 24 hours to set before you can use it. Now, moving on to the 10-gallon method, get out that good old elbow grease, your 5-gallon bucket, and your grater, and you're gonna grate that entire 14.1 ounce bar of Zote laundry soap right into your 5-gallon bucket. Now, here's another thrift tip for you. You can save yourself the work and buy a food processor at your local thrift store for a very low cost that you can use just on your Zote soap only. Again, this is my personal preference that I do not want to use my laundry detergent making items also on my food. Why go through this step right here? Well, let me tell you something. If you don't, you're going to have giant clumps of soap in the end that are next to impossible to mix apart. So this step is crucial. When I get to the bottom of the bar, I do my best to break it up with my fingers, and then I throw my grater into my bucket so I can dissolve what's left on that grater along with the grated pieces. Now it's time to mix up your grated soap with some hot water, and not boiling water, just very hot water, 1 gallon at a time. You can use your containers to fill and pour into your bucket, or if you have a removable shower head like I do, you can save yourself the trips from the sink to your bucket by putting your bucket right in your bathtub or shower. It also helps with the mess as well. But make sure whatever area that you are in, is very well ventilated because this soap is super concentrated. So you add a gallon of hot water, mix, and then repeat. First, you'll see little pink bits of the soap on the tip of your spoon. That's perfectly normal. Just keep adding that hot water and keep mixing it. And then eventually the spoon will come out clean. And when it's clean, just top it off with the water, put the lid on the bucket, set it aside, and forget about it for about 24 hours. If you want to add about a cup of borax to your concentrate, now would be the time. I never do. My detergent works just fine without it. And I'm one of those don't fix what's not broken kind of people. So that's why I have not yet added borax to my soap concentrate. Now that the soap is all dissolved, I can put the lid on my bucket and get started on my single gallon of laundry detergent. Again, that's going to sit for about 24 hours, so it sets up and it's going to turn into a gel. You'll see it later. Now I'm going to show you how you can make this laundry detergent 1 gallon at a time instead of 10 gallons at a time. I'm basically going to repeat the steps that I used to make the full 10 gallons, and I'm going to use my pre-portioned mini Zote bar of soap. I grate that Zote bar soap over my 1 quart measuring cup, and then using my funnel, I'll push all those little soap flakes down into my gallon jug. Then, using my measuring cup, I will add the hot water into my gallon jug. So you're going to add a half of a gallon of water and rinse all those soap pieces down into that gallon jug. And instead of stirring, because this opening is so narrow on this gallon jug, I'm going to put the cap on tightly, shake that gallon jug, but be careful because the soap pressure bubbles up and could just shoot that cap right off that gallon jug. So you have to make sure that you relieve that pressure as you go and then just shake that soap up till it's completely dissolved. Set it aside, put that cap back on loosely, and let it set for 24 hours. Full transparency here. This is about 72 hours later. I just had other things going on. Life got in the way. I couldn't get back to the soap until like 3.5 days later. So probably over 72 hours later. But this is what it looks like, whether it be 24 hours or more. It's a nice, thick soap concentrate. I mean, look at that. You wouldn't believe that it would turn out like this from day one to now, but it does. So again, you're going to use your spoon and you're going to stir up that concentrate to break all those big chunks up and smooth it out so you can portion it out and pour it into all of your storage containers. Here is that beautiful soap concentrate all smoothed out, but we have to stop for a second here. This entire 5-gallon bucket of beautiful laundry detergent concentrate was 80 cents. I mean, think about it. 80 cents. Think of the savings. Now let's get started on portioning out our Zote laundry soap concentrate. So using my 1 quart measuring cup, I do my best to fill all of my containers halfway with the concentrate. Again, this does not have to be an exact science. Just do your best when measuring. I promise you, your detergent will turn out just fine. I like to fill all of my containers halfway with the Zote concentrate first, and then I circle back and add the remaining water needed all at once too. It's just an easy way for me to do that. You don't have to do it that way though, and you can mix everything right away. And then right before you use your laundry detergent, you can always add a fragrance of your choosing. I used to add essential oils. I don't anymore. I find myself skipping that step lately, and my laundry still smells nice and fresh. Before I finish portioning out the Zote concentrate detergent into all of my containers, I'm going to finish up my 1 gallon. And all I need to do that is to add a half of a gallon of hot water. Then I'm gonna shake, shake, shake again, and it's done. It's that simple. There is my 1 gallon of Zote laundry detergent that I made for 8 cents. I can't get over that. I'm sorry. To be honest, it is a very messy job portioning out all of that concentrate. At least I make a really big mess when I do it, and that's why I put my 5-gallon bucket right in my shower and portion all of my soap out in the shower. Remember, this detergent at this point is very highly concentrated. So if you have sensitive skin, you may want to grab yourself a pair of gloves to wear when you're portioning out that laundry soap concentrate. Next, I just fill my 5-gallon bucket up to the top with the hot water that I need to top off all my containers, and I dip my measuring cup right into that bucket. It saves me a ton of time in the end, and then I give all of my containers a nice rinse while they're still in the shower, and there you have it. 10 gallons of Zote laundry detergent for 80 cents. What a savings. Remember, give your detergent a nice shake before each use, and I use around a cup of detergent in every load of laundry. And stay on top of cleaning your washing machine. This is a thicker formula. I find that I do need to clean my washing machine a little more frequently, but I just use some baking soda and distilled vinegar, another inexpensive solution to stay on top of all of my laundry needs. And that's it. I hope you get out there and save yourselves loads and loads of money on your loads of laundry detergent this year. Again, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my channel. And thank you so much for watching Are You Ready To? I hope you have an excellent day. That requires a lot of storage, and you also have to think ahead